Hi, hello, and welcome. I am behind schedule here, and that's okay. I don't see anyone in chat yet, so no harm, no foul. Today we are working on more music for my D&D campaign, and it is what we were just listening to was sort of music for the dungeon that my players are about to walk into, and well, the area after the dungeon really, because it's like a 3 or 4 part thing where they have essentially found this hidden passage and they just started exploring it, and that music is going to be I'll play that in the background while we're hanging out. It's going to be a little bit more like ambient, and it's like underground, underwater tunnel, and hopefully they aren't watching the stream because I'm giving away everything. I told them not to, but hey, what's up, Infected? Good to see you in here. Basically, they found this secret passage. They're trying to get through it and trying to like essentially get people out of a city that's about to get destroyed. And they're essentially trying to round up the innocent people, get them out, and they're trying to sort of sort out the passageway to make sure it's safe first. So it's going to be exploration, and then they're going to essentially find a big like sort of boss fight, and interact with that however they do. Once they get past that, they're going to make their way actually to a naval fortress, and the naval fortress is going to be mostly unoccupied, but it's going to have some really important stuff and give them access to the next big area where they're trying to get to, which is essentially a flying naval ship that the city essentially has this corrupt naval official that's sort of taking over the city, and they're going to have essentially access to a way to fly there from this place, and it's going to be like should be a pretty big reveal once they figure this out. If they figure it out, and they might end up like backing out and trying to swim there or something. We'll see. But once they make their way through this naval fortress, they're going to find a way to essentially transport themselves to this naval ship. So I kind of want like exciting, upbeat like airship music, and we're going to try to do like aerial combat scene. And I haven't quite written that scene out yet, so I'm open to ideas, but it should be super cool. Hey, Infected, I'm having D&D session tomorrow. I hope this goes well. Yeah, that's it's so fun. I don't know if you're DMing that or not, but I'm DMing mine. Hey, Scout, good to see you in here. D&D night got canceled. That's too bad. Well, I've got some D&D themed stuff. We're going to be talking about ideas, and hopefully we end up with something cool. But let's just jump over to Reaper. Wish I was creative enough to be a DM. You don't need to be like. It's like a way of accessing your creativity. You're pretty creative. I've heard some of your stuff, Infected, and like it's creative, but it's like not the type of access to your creativity that is the skill set of being a DM. And it ends up just being about learning how to apply the creativity that you do have to that other thing, I think. So you'll get there probably. Scott says Skies of Arcadia has awesome airship music. Lots of timpani. Okay. We're going to use timpani for this then. I've been... I'm not going to pull that music up right now for myself, just because it makes it a pain in the ass for the streams, because if there's music that has copyright in it, I have to go through and sort of edit them afterward, and it's just extra work for me. So I try to keep my streams with other music separate, because then all the work goes in one place. Okay, we're going to jump over to my DAW, which is Reaper, and let's put my face in it. Yeah, cover everything up. And this is my session. So this is last D&D stream over here. And we're looking at like, I don't know, like a 60 track session here, but whatever. This is the one we're listening to now. This is the tunnel to Trivia's the Naval Fortress. I don't even know if you can see that. It's like small. This is the boss fight music. We're not going to listen to that today, maybe at the end. And then this one over here is the one that I was playing when the stream was starting. So let's go over here and start my next one. I'm sort of using this template for everything, and we've got a blank slate. So this next one is going to be Let me see if I can find the name of this airship. It's called like something really badass. Like it's a Forgotten Realms campaign, and I think it's. Oh, you know, I just remembered. I was looking it up, and I hope I didn't close the stream. I know it still seems to work, right? Cancel. I did something I've never done on my stream before, and I'm hoping it works. Yeah, it seems to be working. Okay, cool. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like... I clicked something by accident and... Okay. It's working. Cool. I just messed everything up. Okay. I accidentally played everything. So this is going to be called... This isn't going to be the music for that. It's going to be the music for going to the 10th hell. Like flight to 10th hell is what we're going to name it for now. And I'm imagining like now that Scout said timpanis, I'm imagining timpanis, but I'm also sort of imagining arpeggiators, and I'm sort of imagining sort of like Final Fantasy airship stuff, like minor 1 to major 3. In fact, what happened was I like closed one of the softwares that I'm using to track my stream, and I thought everything blew up and stopped. I thought the stream ended. So I was just pulling it back up, and thankfully it did not end. So here we are. So yeah, this airship is it's called 10th Hell, and it's after in Forgotten Realms. If anyone watching is not familiar with the setting, there's 9 hells. And I thought it would be like sort of a like macho Navy leader. Like the guy's a complete megalomaniac, and he's essentially found a way to take over this city that he was in charge of the Navy for. So now he's basically like ousted the Duke and is in control. And he's a total megalomaniac. So he's named his ship 10th Hell, which I think is really funny. And he's not really in control of the show. There's this other character that the players haven't met yet that's essentially suggesting stuff to him and playing off of his like thirst for power. But the players need to get there, and they're going to be flying. It's going to be like they're going to be like if you've seen what's it called? Oh God, the movie with the big fluffy white dragon thing, where it's like it's going to be they're going to get to fly for the first time. On like a flying like little dinghy, and it's going to be like sort of autopilot to this ship. So they're going to get and initially be really excited, and then eventually realize they're basically trapped up in the air going to this place that's dangerous. But initially they're going to have this like yeah reaction. So we're going to make it like really exciting. As a starting never ending story. That's the one. Thank you, Infected. So. Just to beat a boss, it was basically set in place of hell. Favorite fighting campaign so far. Yeah, those like hell fights are so cool. Like I always think of Baldur's Gate 2 expansion pack. You fight Demogorgon, and it's like this fight that, like, how do you win it? I don't know. It's possible, but it's really hard. So I'm thinking horn. Now that Scout said timpani, I'm thinking timpani. I'm thinking sequencer. And I'm running this track's running my Moog over here. We'll do that if it makes sense too. I'll see if I get there today. And I'm thinking strings, like big string melody. And maybe even like drum kit. I'm thinking like a sort of almost like a hi-hat thing, like kind of a thing. Let's start there actually. I've got a drum kit in here somewhere. Here it is. So we might even be able to find like something sort of medium fast. Let's just see if any of these sound cool. A hat, both. Not what I'm looking for at all. But it's gonna do the trick actually. This session's gonna have oh gosh. Stop. No reverb, so we're going to automate that. And it's going to be, shoot, where are you? This is like not what people want to see. What I'm doing here is automating my bypass. Oh, not on contact. No, Control Z that. We're automating the bypass on reverb. Bypass. And basically, I don't want to use a different drum kit. I want it to sound the same, but in this track here, I had the drum kit sound like it's like essentially inside of a cave. That's sort of my boss music there for this boss fight. They're fighting they're gonna fight like a giant. I started out a dire octopus. They're like 4th level, so it's gonna be really scary. Making sure they're each gonna get to cut off at least one tentacle. We'll see. I don't worry. Also, I told them like explicitly. I like the group text says, "Do not watch my stream under any circumstances tonight. There's secret information in it." So let's start here. And because I don't really know what I want, I think I just want to start with a sort of a groove in here, a hi-hat groove. Fast hi-hat groove, actually. Let's do 16th notes. Was that right? That's actually pretty perfect. What's going on here? Why is that not showing up? Okay, here we go. So I want a little bit slower, actually. 105. I think things are going slow because I'm on stream. I got a super powerful new computer so that I could do these sessions because my old computer was essentially blowing up when I would have like more than like 15 instances of contact. But here we are with like 50, so that should be cool. Okay. Let's see what happens. That's working for me. To get the feel that I want here, I want a sort of an accent. Probably actually on the 1. Something like this. That works for me. And every other bar, I think what we want is something like an open hat or something. We'll see. Let me see here. I just caught up on the chat. The only difference is I have a little... Okay, I forgot to tell you, you messed around with the drum set. Oh, in place of the room with the different mic placements. You didn't hear a big difference. Okay, that's good. If you're using some dynamic mics for key sounds, that's often going to not lead to a huge difference, but it's worth experimenting with because in some rooms it's absolutely night and day. It's a huge difference. Okay, we're going to do that. And then this is going to be my sequence. And the next step here is I like to humanize my sequences. I'm going to make this rush a little bit. So my timing bias is going to be a little bit on my left side. And we're going to make it pretty tight. This is probably fine. I'll pick a new random seed, maybe a little bit more velocity bias, and click OK. And that's going to make it feel a little bit more like natural and excited. Okay. And let's just loop that and see how that feels. Maybe this wants to be a not totally open. No, that's not going to work. That'll work. Okay. Same there. And actually, next thing I'm going to do here is glue those. So that's Shift Control G. Oh, wow, it's really taking its time. This is definitely like by far the biggest session I've ever tried running on stream, and the streaming software is really struggling here. I think we're going to make it work, but some of the load times are longer than I hoped they would be. Need more SSDs. This session's on a hard drive, not an SSD, so I think that's the problem. I'm going to humanize this again. This time I'm not going to humanize the timing bias, and I'm going to humanize the other stuff a little bit less, and choose a new random seed. And this, like doing the first one humanized and then duplicating it and then humanizing the whole thing as a selection is sort of my general workflow for like, let's make the program drum sound sort of realistic. They're going to have like stuff that sounds like mistakes now. And that's good if we want it to sound excited, right? Okay, that's perfect. It might be too slow still. Even though why am I saying still? I slowed it down thinking it was going to be too fast. So let's pick a key. I want to pick the key based on the previous area. So we sort of have like a big sus4 chord in that. I think this stays in the same key. Okay. Let's just check what the bass note is at the beginning. It's a C. It's in C minor. So let's start in C minor since we're ending the last piece on a big G sus4. This is not like going to be happening in a linear way in the game. It's just that previous piece for the previous area is going to be happening essentially on loop, and it doesn't change keys. So I think starting in C minor will feel good. Unless we want to give it that excited feel of like a key change, go to like C sharp minor or something, which would be kind of funny actually. And let's do, basses. Yeah, this will work actually. Starting with the cello, and I'm going to start in C for now. We'll just drag everything up a half step if we need to. Okay, this will probably get annoying and loud if I play it. We're using faders to get the... No, I'm not liking that. I had this idea that it would be really cool, and it's not. Let's keep at it for a second and see what happens if we double it with basses. Sometimes this does the magic. I just want to get a few ideas here for the first piece. We're thinking horns, I think. Kind of. We'll see. In fact, do I think I'm going to upload the full soundtrack? Yeah, I've got. I will. And the soundtrack, the titles of the songs I really like, and they contain spoilers. So I'm going to wait till we're sort of done with this campaign or adventure before I do that. They also, I've been doing them as I go, like just in time for sessions. And because it's not like on a published media, I am just sort of rushing through them. So they're not mixed very well. I think that what's going to happen is once the campaign like starts drawing to an end, I'll start bringing the sessions in and doing mixes on my live streams and maybe some videos on them. And then once those are done, it'll get uploaded. And it's like, it's going to be like 3 hours of music. So it's like a huge undertaking to do, but I'm really proud of a lot of it. So I'm really excited to get to that point, but we're not going to rush things. My D&D group gets to hear it first. It changes chords too fast. That's the problem here. I think that I want this to do like a... I'll start with the basses and let's just extend this a bunch and give myself time to play with it. Um, exciting hits. Timpani following that, maybe. Let's just actually try that. Timpani. Oh, that's gonna work. Timpani probably needs to be in a different register. Yeah. Okay. Pull these up. Is that right? Sort of flams. That's kind of cool. Let's hear that with horns. I'm just gonna improvise over the top. It's getting there. Yeah, no one in the campaign cares about the mix because they're going to care about the details of the game and the music. Yeah, that's exactly my thinking. Also, I'm compressing the living hell out of it, and essentially the like mastering it really like loud and squished, so that we can have it pretty quietly in the background. We're not like focusing on the music. We're putting it under our voices. So I'm gonna blast these away real quick because I'm not happy with any of this so far. And I think what we're going to do is look at a, I'm just gonna go on the piano and loop this around because I don't have the idea as clear in my head as I thought I did. So. And you know what we could do is like, I think we can look at the keyboard. Yeah, look at that. Let's see. I feel like that is too much like Final Fantasy VII. Like, it's that, right? So. That's kind of fun. Having like a really syncopated thing. If it's like really big orchestral instruments. Something like... Is that chord progression though? I don't like that either. It's almost like a dance song at that point. That's really funny. Gnarly Coyote says FF vibe is good though. And Gerudo Valley vibe. Gerudo Valley meets Final Fantasy is like, that would, if someone said that about my music, that would be a compliment. But like if they say it while I'm writing it, I'm gonna feel self-conscious. Let's try it. Let's run with that concept and see if it feels good. And we'll start with just let's just put block chords down, and then what we can do is work on it. Something like this would be cool, actually. Just to go like, this isn't all good. And looping that concept. I like to just quantize these as I'm working on them because I don't want to have to rely on playing well to write music. I recommend you do the same. Let's just loop that and slap some melody on top. Horn. Let's do solo horn. Something like this. This is gonna be cool. Horns don't work that well though. Trumpets can do that, right? Would that be really... Oh, that's the wrong... I started on the wrong note. I wanted to be on the 5th scale degree, so I wanted G instead of a... It needs to be something percussive doing that. A synth. Oh god. I don't like this. Let's try slapping that on top of the piano. God's gonna eat this first. That's funny. Fight God. Let's make this about sacrilege. I guess we could use a synth. We're allowed to use synths, right? I'm gonna make another instance of this has been my soft synth of choice lately. And in fact it says add some modular in there. This might as well be modular. This is definitely like the coolest synth VST I've used. And it takes forever to load because of that and always sort of glitches out. Look at that. Reaper doesn't like it. It always works eventually. There we go. So if you haven't used this one, like, I don't know if there's a free demo. This one's kind of expensive. It's not like horrifying, but it's more than I want it to be. Let's just start with like a simple analog. And we're gonna do envelope 2 can be like, oops. Something like that. And then effects is going to be like a little delay and reverb. Okay, let's just hear what it sounds like with a synth on the melody. It's kind of cool. Nope. I still don't like it. I feel like I should just try it. Did Andrew Wong do a video on this? That's like, I think he's got like a big Arturia sponsorship deal. He has a ton of Arturia stuff and does really good demos of a lot of it. I watched his video. I was thinking about getting a Matrix Brute a long time ago, and I know he's got one of those in his studio. His enviable modular system too. He's got like that wall. It's so cool. Somewhere in Canada. There's some guy that makes YouTube videos that has a wall of modular that I'm very envious of. This song needs electric bass. It's in the other room. I've been practicing for a show. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna play. I'll play the boss music while we're waiting. sounds like it should be in the Matrix or something. Final Fantasy Tactics meets the Matrix. That's enough of that song for now. Let's come back to this one. Okay, cool. I've got a bass guitar here. I don't have samples for a bass guitar that I like yet, so I just play the parts. Bass is just in the other room. And I didn't have it in my template because I didn't think I was going to use any rock band instruments, but we've already used a drum kit, an electric guitar, and now it's time for the bass guitar. So here we are. That ship has sailed officially. I think we're going to do just like straight 16th notes or something. Actually, kind of like that more. Now that I'm playing a guitar, I want to do it differently. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that might do the trick. Let's try it and see what happens. For now, we're just going to loop it and try to copy the length of the... Is this phrase a weird length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 bars right now. I wonder if that'll feel weird or cool. Let's leave it alone for now. Turn these record arms off. Just use that as a loop. Yeah, slap bass in D&D music, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a composition stream. If I had an idea when I was going in, it would sound better, but I have more fun doing it this way. I think this will actually be kind of cool if I'm careful with it. Hey Donovan, welcome. What's up? Let's do those timpanis next, I think. Where did the timpani go? Here we go. Oh, I changed my stupid, yeah, there we go. That's what happened. Something like that, maybe? Actually. Okay. Something like that might be dorky sounding, might be really cool. Let's add the basses under it. This is going to be like sub bass, if we can. Let's try that. I should probably follow the timpani. Let's try to do that better and move it around. Oops. Okay, and let's fix that first note. See what happens. Maybe it'll be cool, maybe it won't. It actually says you should roll the 30 seconds after the timpani hit. That would sound cool, but I used to think that that's like the way to do that. The way that I've sort of discovered is like the orchestration that seems to translate better to a recording is doing that roll on a different drum. Like having like a tom or like even like a rototom or a timbale do the and then that like slaps through and it implies that the timpani is doing that, even though you don't get the mud of the timpani actually doing that. So I do that with bass guitars too. Like instead of, I almost never do like da 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 on bass guitar. It's almost like always like da 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 da, and like a guitar or like a hi-hat will do the da 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 da. And those faster note values just translate better through the speakers when they're on a higher register instrument. I'm thinking that this probably sucks at this point, but we don't have melody in, so I can't really judge it properly. Let's try adding a melody. Oh, I remember the other thing I was thinking of doing was I have like sort of a heroes theme in this adventure that I might just do an arrangement of that if this doesn't work out. Let's try. Maybe I can try to make a version of it right now. Let's throw the horns on. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, so that's sort of my hero theme. We can try exploring that. Okay, and Scott says bassoon could sound really good in boss music. Bassoon is my favorite instrument in the orchestra, so I agree. And bassoon can sound good in any other type of music too. And in fact, it says when you played in concert band, you did a lot of that on timpani. Yeah, it does work. I just like to accent it. It sounds really good in the room. I just think that it gets lost in recording sometimes. That's probably partially on me as a mixer. I'm not an expert at mixing, and I'd like to improve at that. And there's probably a way of mixing a timpani that you can get away with, like faster notes, but they end up sounding like a swell. They don't really end up sounding like 30-second notes, really. And I like to do those swells with like sound design and with faster stuff. But I probably should just try it if the timpani part ends up being important, just to see what it sounds like. I'm not going to ignore the idea. I just think that I'll probably get stuck when I'm mixing it. Okay, I'm going to just try adding the Heroes theme on top of this sort of, and maybe adjusting a few notes here and there if I can come up with a replacement note. Let's see what happens. Okay, and then we probably want to make it the right length, but that's actually like closer than I thought it would be to just working without changing notes, so maybe we need to do that. Hey, what's up, Lamenting Villains? Welcome. And Happy New Year. I kind of like the idea. That note, I don't like. And this one here is like a little bit weird, but it kind of works too. That one's cool. Oh, I'm just checking out the chat. Yeah, so yeah, Limited Villains. Actually, this song over here sounds even more like James Bond. I'll show you that some other time. It's really funny. I actually watched the VOD for this stream. I played it through in the beginning when I was on my stream starting to see on screen. It's like it's like a complete James Bond ripoff. It's for like infiltrating this naval base in the game. So it's really funny. And in fact, it says technique for it, where if you hit closer to the rim, you get less of the base and more of the transient. And you're totally right. That is the way you would do that. And there probably is a way of doing that in Contact. It would just depend on the library. Is it? Oh, you know what? I bet the samples in the trem or flam articulation would have something closer to that. And I could use the damper. I could do that with articulation checks, I think. Let's actually try that. Once I don't want to do that until I sort of finalize the timpani part. So I might not even get to it tonight, but yeah, I think we could do that. And that would be the solution, is to use a different articulation. Thank you for that suggestion. So let's get the right notes before we get there. So that one right there, I wonder if we could make it work without changing the bass line. I think we have to change the bass line anyway, but for the sake of composing, I think it's important to just try stuff and see if you can make something stick. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's just taking forever to load these. Okay. Something like that might work. Let's slice that. Okay, that might actually sort of do it, and then we want to fix this note too. Hear the notes well enough there. That timpani is too loud. Muting it for now. What is that? It's the bass. Okay, let's hear this. Okay. Maybe. bum, bum. That should be minor, I think. Let's see. This doesn't need to be there. That's a breath. Get that big suspension in there. Okay. That actually is starting to feel like a phrase that's the right amount of bars long too. Oh wait. Probably because I messed up. I like my goblins shaking and stirred. You can't take the... You can't flirt with her bond. It's not professional. Lamentic Villains is back with the stories. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's sort of working. I think it's going to work. I like this version of this weird little theme. Let's just put more horns on this, make it really big and obnoxious. I like to add breaths to my horn parts. Okay, that should be fine. I'm gonna save. I wonder if that'll take a long time on stream. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna say just a thought. Some short trumpet parts sound nice, sliding between notes. Yes, they would. The sort of like kind of things are a little bit hard to do in samples. I can try to do something like that, but I think that I might have to like back out of it because I don't have a really complicated brass library that's capable of fancy stuff. We didn't use this thing here, and I think this one's gonna end up being a sequencer. You know what? Let's do it with I think this will sound really good with a sequencer, actually. Why is that not working? Oh, it's the wrong one. Okay. Okay. This one could probably be the 32nd note one. Let's see what happens. I just want to hear the idea. Something like that. That was too fast, right? It's going to be in the background. I mean, if the sound design's right, do we get to get away with that? I guess that's the real question, right? If it's quiet and if it's got a lot of delay on it, and if it's really high up, course tunes like +12, and we cut off more. Do we get to do that? I think it needs to be half as fast. Sorry. Sorry, the internet. We get more like that. We can get away with it if it's more like that. And this resonance is ridiculous. Excuse me. That sneeze came out of nowhere. Okay, let's do. What happened? Did I drag something over? Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I ruined everything. Oh, I see what I did. I dragged this down here somehow. Okay. This is now that major chord on the major 3. This is a B. We'll invert these later. And these are here. I'm actually going to see this through. I think this idea is a good idea, and the problem is sound design. And it might end up just being like a harp part or something, if it's inappropriate to have a synthesizer doing it. And this is now that thing that I do in every song I write. And this is going to be up there. And that's sort of a weird, it's like a 4 sus4. Ba, ba. And then we'll resolve that. Okay, here's the whole thing. Let's just throw on more brass for good measure. Horns can be doubled by trumpets that are up like an octave. I'll tell you what, it's way too slow. This is just not happening at all. It's going in the direction I want it to, but it's not working. And we are going to speed it up to like 120 or something. It's like just way, way, way more tempo. Let's see what we got here. Mod wheel manual might not be great. It's all gone. Tron. Tonal delay. I think you were talking about the arpeggiator. And then Lamentix is sounding lovely as a separate thing. I agree with that. This might end up having to be a separate thing. Okay, that's going to work. And when you invade the Navy base, you're avoiding the Soviets, but you think, F it, I'll drop 20 Pez in a row from this Hello Kitty dispenser and think of my grandfather in World War II. Yeah, that's exactly how the story goes every time, without fail. Let's stretch this bass part out, cheat a little bit. I don't think I had any other audio, right? Yeah, it's all MIDI. This trumpet's killing me. Make it quieter. Yeah, let's just grab all of it and turn it down. Bye. Why is this note sticking out? Go away. Little note. Little note. Come on. Bye. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Something like this could work, but it's just there's something about it that's horrible. And I haven't figured out what it is yet. It's probably there's no bassoon, right? That's not working. Keon says, "Hey Francis, will you be doing some work tracking hardware synths in the future?" Yeah, definitely. Once this project is done, which is essentially this week, it will be the last like few pieces of it, and we might actually get to some tracking on the mini mug today. I'm thinking that we might want to do a sequenced bass or a sequenced analog for the arpeggiator if we keep it, but I'm not sure. This is like more of a writing day, but yeah, there's like a huge plan in the front of my mind right now, and I think the next big video series after I finish doing a few more of these like free software dungeon synth and dark ambient type things is going to be we're going to do a hardware only, like actually hardware only, like live stream making things where we are essentially recording like a live album. Where all the parts are happening at the same time. All the parts are being recorded together. I've only ever done that once, and it's such a huge pain. It's just like a lot of setup, and it's so worth it. It's like, even though like I feel like I get better sounds doing stuff this way, just being really careful with it. There's something about like the way that you feel when you're done with like we just did this completely live, and it took so much time to prepare for it. There's something about that feeling that's like worth any amount of like, it doesn't even need to sound good at that point. It's just it feels good to do it, and we are going to make sure it sounds good. I will put a lot of effort into trying. Yeah, the trumpets suck. Maybe if we just do that with bassoon, it'll suck less. Not quite. I want the bassoon on a counter melody, I think. Percussion Infected says, random question, but what is the synth on top of your Mellotron? This one or this one? There's two on top of the Mellotron right now. One of them's like sitting on it, and the other one is like above 1,000,000 feet up. This one's a Deckard Stream, and this one's a mini one. Next to the Deckard Dream are like some like reverb pedals. So it's like my arsenal of reverb pedals, because none of these keyboards have built-in reverbs, and I actually don't really like built-in reverbs on synths. It's just kind of like I like to have control over all the different parts of the process, and I don't want to have to I don't want to feel like I should use the reverb that's built in just because it's there. So I get like fancy reverbs. This is the Mercury 7. This is probably my favorite one. You can't see it because it's dark. Sponsor me, Maris. Yeah, the very top is Mini Mug Model D. It just looks different because it's like dark in the room. Definitely a Mini Mug, same as it ever was. It looks really weird in this light though. Okay. Okay, this isn't doing it for me at all. We're starting over here with another idea. This time we're going to go more like piano first again, and we are going to just try recording some ideas. Okay, this is going to work. I think this is the answer. It's just starting in melody first, and I got the idea from this other version, but here we are. 1, 2, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, okay, it's really close. This is always the process for me, is just guess and check. Let's go back to this mode, actually. I feel like it's cool to see the keyboard when we are using the keyboard. Oh, yeah. Something like that is actually cool. That's really getting close. I actually want to hear this one again, just to keep track of what I did. Pirate Shanty at Mercury 7, very Logan's Run. Yeah. Mercury 7's like, it's based on the reverb that was used for Blade Runner. Same with this synth. I love that like sound, that like Vangelis like synth sound. That one needs to be a 7 chord or like a 9 chord or something. Using some. That's okay. That works. Okay. Just catching up on the chat right now while I listen to this. Again, then the 671. Okay, I like that. So to the chat, Purgatrium says right now for pedals, I am using Behringer ones because that's what I get my hands on. Yeah, those are really, really inexpensive. I want to get some better stuff, but I don't know what I want effects wise. Everything good seems really expensive. Yep, everything expensive is expensive. There's all kinds of hidden gems. That bass guitar is like on par with stuff that I've tried that was like $4,000, and I got it for like $400 or something. You can find stuff. Some of the Behringers that I've tried are like really amazing sounding. Some of them are totally horrible. I think that one of the things that you get when you pay for an expensive thing is an enormous amount of quality control. Like every Moog synthesizer I've ever used is incredible. They don't let bad ones get to the store. And the, whatever. What is that? I've played Behringers that I thought I might as well have like not been in the ensemble. Like they don't cut through the mix very well. They sound like crap, whatever. And then I've played Behringers that like I would play on stage to 50,000 people in trust. Like that's the thing is it doesn't seem like they have as much quality control. I haven't tried their delay and reverb units though, so I can't speak to those. Okay, we're going to record this one more time, and hopefully we're going to get it. Not that like we're doing anything. What was it? Let's see if that works. Oh yeah. Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful with a 9 chord. Okay. 1 time's always a lie. What if it keeps climbing? That's kind of cool. Okay, almost there. Lamentic says, I would imagine they'd be limited. They're 20 quid each. You have to remember, these are like just classic schematics. Like you could just buy a reverb chip, like a digital reverb chip, and put it in a pedal and solder it together, and it would cost you like a few dollars. They aren't it's not that they aren't that they're limited. It's that they're not creative and they're never making anything new. Aside from maybe DeepMind is a pretty like innovative synthesizer, I think. In some ways, it's mainly a Juno copy, but it's got a lot of digital features that are useful. It's the best synth they've made from the perspective of like what they're doing as a company. Their stuff is cheap because it's not creative at all. They copy circuits. And there's all kinds of always lawsuits, and they use the lawsuits as PR stunts. They're a really like crappy company, like ethics wise, which is why their stuff's cheap. Who's Sazru Makish? I keep seeing a couple of people jumping into the chat saying stuff that looks like it's maybe a bot. I don't know. Neutron Behringer, is Neutron an original Behringer? It's not, right? No, yeah, it is. Neutron is an original. Okay, yeah. Neutron's good too, actually. I've used Neutron. My friend has it, and we made a track with it. Actually, I think it's on a recording that I've released. It is pretty good. I forgot about that one. We're gonna get this. That's it. Okay, we got it. It's gonna pretend like I did it right, and we're going to fix it. Yeah, percussion. Neutron is a synth. It's a desktop synth module that's it reminds me a lot of like the Mother 32 kind of category of synth. That's like sort of just like a desktop synth that just has a bunch of stuff and it fits in a Euro rack if you want it to, but it's sort of a decent standalone if it needs to be. Am I just like not snapping to grid? Why did that? Oh, did I hit humanize instead of quantize? I think I did. Quantize to, I don't know. Oh, I should have quantized to 8 nets, I think. Ethically questionable practices. Guess when you just want to make music and you got no money. Yeah, they're I saw that they've been trying to sort of make up for their practices by giving away synths to kids, which is always like a good thing to do when you're trying to forgive yourself. I hope that they give some synths to me to teach lessons with. I would change everything I say about them if they did that. Hey Kaya, what's up? Happy New Year. Let's just go for it. Okay, can I do this? Okay, this is our 671, our money progression. Okay, that might not work actually. I might have messed it up. Let's see. Let's just listen to it again. See if it feels gross. Percussion says, obviously broke. Stuff you're making doesn't matter if your sound's amazing. Yeah, I think there's like a fine line. It's important to make some stuff with gear that doesn't sound good and some stuff with gear that does. Otherwise, all your stuff sounds like high budget. Like, I just tried out one of the newer like Battlefield games, and the soundtrack to it is like a joke. It sounds like what happens if you just buy really expensive sample libraries and make everything perfectly, and it just doesn't sound good at all. It sounded horrible to me. And then I played. My friend wanted to like play a bunch of FPS games with me, and we tried that one, and then we tried Destiny 2, and like Destiny 2, on the other hand, like it sounds like gritty. Like the sound in that game is so good. The sound design and the music is so good, and it's like very obviously use some real instruments, stuff like that, and obviously not everyone has the budget for that, but they did a good job of making it sound like it's real. So some of it is not the best possible thing, and it's not all done like by the books, and it ends up just being phenomenal. I think that game, one of the few games I've played recently where I want to be playing it not because the game's fun, but because the music's like really exciting to listen to. God, I don't even keep up the chat. You guys are busy talking. What's up? Yeah, broke. Okay, decided to splash out IK Multimedia Uno. I don't know what that is. Surprisingly good. 2 oscillator analog, great sequencer. You can save patches through USB and recall them. Uno. IK Uno. I'm gonna look it up, see if I've seen it. I don't recognize this. It's a tempting price point for an analog synth. $200 is pretty solid. I'll have to watch some demos of that. Okay, where are we here? That sounds too much like Greensleeves. Okay, did I save the melody? You decide. Let's give it some drum beat. Get the vibrate. That last, that's not okay. Boom. Okay. I think it sort of works. That top line, I think, needs to be strings, or oboe. No, strings. It needs to be strings. Let's just go for it and just do some silly string. Where's my? I need to get buttons for these up here. I haven't memorized where they are. Okay. I actually want to see the notes as they go by. Maybe I'll do a better job of not playing it wrong that way. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, that'll do. Let's quantize that for now. And maybe, just maybe, we can keep going on this one and it'll work. I want to get that drum vibe going harder. This will be fun. I want it to be more syncopated. Try again. Okay, we always have to quantize these because I'm really bad keyboard drummer. Okay, quantize. Should be cool. Early 2000s cop drama end credits, totally. Unfortunately, that is very accurate. It's those hi-hats. Okay, that is going to do, and we don't want hyper drama material HBO. I think that the hi-hats are just the thing that's giving me the vibe, and they can be gone now. I think what we need is, first of all, timpani, but also I think we want the cellos and the basses to do like sort of staccato accompaniment, following the chords though. So what I'm going to do here is I'm grabbing the drum sequence for those toms. And I think what we're going to do is pull them all to the same register. And hopefully they're all going to just sort of work. This is all too high. Let's pull it down. And this needs to have mod wheel most of the way up so that it's the right velocity. So, this is my focus, I'm being quiet voice, where I don't say anything because I'm focusing on making the notes good. Keon says, any interest in getting a Lyra 8, Francis? Don't say those words to me. Yes. I want one like really badly, but I have absolutely nothing to do with it at this point. So I haven't bought one. It's like, I might as well buy an $800 Lego set. I really want one. My friend has one, and I expect to go to his house and like spend a long time with it. I feel like you could make all kinds of really cool stuff with that. So this chord needs to be. So this is going to be like the descending. Da -da -da -da. Oh, there's a problem in the drum part. Did anyone hear that? I didn't. Okay. Keon's gonna go in. Anuyas says make dungeon synth. I did. I had to make some contrasting music for my D&D game. Okay, there we go. There's that. Now let's jump that on the basses, and I want this to be in unison. So this will be an octave. Can I do octave down? Yeah, basses can go down to a C, right? If you tune them down. Oh my god. Okay, now we're going to humanize this. I don't like using the same exact MIDI sequence for two things anywhere. I like bass to drag a little bit. Make the transients from the drums stick out more. Okay, that'll work. This needs to be sliced off. Cool, looks good. Okay, and now this here needs to do the tom trick. Let me show you how I do my toms. I've done this a bunch of times. I think this is kind of cool. This needs to go. Let's duplicate the sequence. Then what we got to do is go in here. Oh, we need to fix that one thing. Whoops. Forgot that actually makes noise. Cool. That'll work. Okay. Oh. So we need to duplicate the sequence. This one goes here. Let's humanize it. I like to go a little bit rushed on one. And we freeze. I have a freeze command here. Freeze command, and that's going to apply track and effects to take as a new item with multi-channel output. That's in the right-click menu if you're a Reaper user. And then I make that a new take and bring it down to one of these. Do the same thing with an opposite timing bias. Humanize other way a little bit. New random seed. Same thing. And go here. This one's going to get pitch -3. And this one's going to get pitch plus 2. And that's my sort of standard mode. I have these with some the low end cut out and with saturation on them. And then this one comes back to here. Sounds like this. Without. With. Makes the drums feel more like a big battery of drums. They're also panned a little bit, so it makes it a bit wider. Purgatrum's gonna go to bed. Okay, I hope it turns out good too. I hope you sleep well. Have a good night. Kaon says, "Is that great?" Yeah. The pad under the dungeon synth. Yeah, it really would. It really would. But that would be, again, it would be like spending $600 to $800 for another pad instrument. And I need to validate this Digitact before I buy another thing, and the Digitact will get validated. Paul Joss, what's up? Hi. I haven't seen any new content from you in a while. Are you making any new comedy series on YouTube or anything like that? I miss seeing all the videos of you that I used to see. I feel like I'm just not looking in the right places. I also heard that we might be playing music again together sometime. From Reese? I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood that. But hi, good to see you. Oh yeah, you're the Octatrack user. Oh my gosh, yeah. These things are so powerful. I'll try to do, once I get the Digitact down, I'll try to get my friend Space Wizards in the Space down to do a stream, because I think he just got an Octatrack again. So we'll have like the whole like electron atmosphere. It should be cool. So I think next year we want these drums to sort of follow the timpani. I'm going to just grab the cello and pull them down here. I think this will work. Let's get this up an octave because that's how this is programmed. Oh, change the stupid articulation. Here we go. Oh my gosh. This is cool. It's a lot better than this one, this version. Okay. We'll use that idea for something. I haven't figured out what yet. Paul says that's true, and you're making stuff. Send a link later. Awesome. I would love to see it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the other thing too. That's going to be super fun. Let's see here. Okay, so I want to take this idea here, and I really do want to try it on the harp and see if it works. Pull it up like 6 octaves or something. Horrible. It's not horrible, actually. It's not too bad. I don't know. I can't decide if I like it. Do we do steel pans? I don't like them anymore. Oh man, that's a funny thing to think about. Why don't we like steel pans? Let's see here. Some kind of a ride on the snare might be cool. Maybe a snare drum would do the hi-hat thing really well. We're going to try it and see what happens. It might work. It might not. The other drums are too loud. Let's just put all the snares on arm and hear the whole battery. Hear what it sounds like. Also, I want to have like a pickup note. Nope, I don't. I'm tempted. I keep being tempted to like do the same thing as the toms. I don't know about this. Let's try that and see if it feels good. That's kind of cool, actually. We're gonna do it. We're going for it. You need to get the rhythm right. Something like that might work. Let's quantize this, and then what I like to do on these is the same as the tom, sort of like humanize each one after quantizing it. So sort of a roundabout way of getting there, but it tends to work okay. Is that the whole thing? Oh, I didn't do enough to duplicate it. I'll just do it up to this point. That'll be fine, right? And then that lead-in won't be repeated, so it doesn't matter. Actually, what we should do, though, is probably humanize all of them. Humanize, random seed, okay, that'll work. Humanize this one. I just remembered why I was going to do it the way I was approaching it. So grab these, humanize. And grab these, humanize that too. Looks like there's some overlaps in there. They hopefully won't be that big of a problem, but they probably will be. So let's find out. What I want to do next here is essentially remove the overlap from that first note, this little thing here. And that's going to make the slice cleaner, and the MIDI won't go all haywire, trying to figure out what to do. Okay. This is my first time live streaming with 60 instances of contact, and it's really not not happy about my choice to do that. Okay, okay. Get rid of these, and now I need to hear it without the metronome. Okay, so it actually sounds pretty good, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and add some horns to it, maybe. I wonder if just horns would be good. What we're going to do, I think, is loop this whole section, and we'll just change what's recorder armed and explore. That sounds better. Tries the woodwinds. I think woodwinds might work too. I'm just gonna stack them. Okay, I meant oboes. I don't like any of these. You know what the problem is the piano's still in here, and the strings at this point are redundant. I'm not going to delete them yet. The strings want to be playing an accompaniment, as far as I can tell. And the horns are really what wants the melody here. So we're going to just grab the trombones, horns, and trumpets and see what they sound like all together. That'll do it. That's going to be it. And we're going to do the strings as accompaniment and see what happens. Kind of needs to stay loud. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. Trombones will be octave down. Let's do that. Okay. And I almost want the horns to like come in at the end doing something like this. But that might want to be woodwind instead, or strings. Let's try strings again. Now that strings are kind of like get to do their own thing. Let's try it. Just come in blasting like that. Kind of cool. one note at a time. High strings. No, not even close. Maybe. Let's see. Not quite. It's not working. I don't think it's working. I think we're going to be done for the stream for the night. We're going to add the horns real quick. I think the horns are important. Okay, that'll do. And I think it's probably the last thing I can tolerate. I do want to hear it with the cop hi-hats again, just to see if they sound good now that there's more stuff. I kind of like it. Okay, I like that. I don't like this transition in here somewhere, but I'll have to figure that out on my own time. This is really kind of a bit much. And what we want to do here, let's just do a couple of like clerical duties here, cleaning these up. So quantizing, finding these extra notes. Okay, those look good. And I think that was the only big problem there. Cool, next one down. I don't want to quantize these 100% actually, because I wouldn't have played them otherwise. These I want to end on time. I don't want to do that because I don't want it to sound like there's too many voices playing at once. Okay, that looks good, looks good. There's one other spot that I changed the melody partway through, so we'll have to solve that. Okay. I want to hear it with a little bit of bass guitar on the first note just to see if that works. don't need it. Okay, that's gonna be all. Let's let's call it done. We're gonna be done for the night. So thank you for watching. Those of you that have been here for most of the time, that's amazing. And to those of you who have been trickling in and out, thanks for stopping by. This is turning out to be a bigger undertaking than I expected, and that's okay. I'm going to finish it this week. We're going to finish that piece of music, and it's the last one probably that I need to have done for our next D&D session. And I was thinking of doing some videos about my approach to D&D, but I was thinking that might also be like overstepping the reason anyone's here on the channel. This already is a bit, but that's fine, it's my channel. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.